All right, hello, welcome. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. This is the second time I'm recording this because the first time had no audio because I used the wrong encoder. Anyways, um, let's get started. Yes, I have a new skin. The old one I made myself, and I was like 12, and I thought it was time for a change. So yeah, I have a suit now. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Let me just put my stuff back on. There we go. So, notable things that have changed since last time. I have a few more paper bark trees. I know I mentioned that previously. I now have a chicken stuck here, giving me feathers and eggs. That is nice. I have this emerald rose bush that I made with apparently it's forbidden magic. If you make one, it's just these emerald roses, just infinite black dye. Make sure that you put some non grass dirt block around it because this spreads. So unless you want this to take over your whole world, then this is a good idea. Yes. I have bred up a singular terrawort. It's essentially a munchable milk bucket, and it stacks, so that is nice. Can I? You know what? I'll go up here, and then I'll do an wee. Here I have some primal shrooms. These are essentially you break them to recharge the V in your Thumbcraft wand. This is my storage room. Usually you come in from that end, but now I did not. As you can see, yeah, a lot of this is full to the brim with stuff. This is my Thaumcraft setup. Notable things I have researched are magical wood. We'll get to that when I talk about my tools. The umbral rose bush out there. I made the shrooms out there. I have unlocked inventory scanning with the thermometer, so I can just like. Oh. Never mind. Okay, I guess I scanned all of that already. But you can scan a whole inventory of stuff, which is nice. And I have unlocked the thirsty tank, which we'll get to that when we get to the machine area. I have this little enchanting setup. This enchantment table I have not made myself. I got it in a roguelike. The second level of a wizard's tower in a secret room. You can see it on the minimap, but there you can find an enchantment table. I have removed the creosote, the coke ovens, and the creosote tank that was here last time. I have a bit of an XP tank here as well. Because those are essentially obsolete at this point. So, yeah, I removed them to make place for stuff like this. Let's go upstairs first. Because up here I have replaced the solid fueled boiler that was here. I only have the liquid fueled one and these advanced solar boilers. I've also switched the pipes to Poten because I had more solar boilers, but the wooden pipes did not pump water fast enough, so they exploded when they got hot. Lots and lots of ores. I have been slacking with processing because I'm a cheapskate, which I really shouldn't be. I have upgraded my grinders to the steel version. I have the steam oven, essentially a furnace with 9 slots in parallel. And I have this fuser, which is just an alloy smelter. All running on steam. The steam pipe goes down there, and we will see where that goes. It comes out right here. Yeah, right here. To this polyethylene setup. This is not a smart way of doing polyethylene, but it makes it from oil. I need to input steam and oxygen from elsewhere. Is there anything else I'm inputting? I don't think so. We get some tiny parts of carbon and sulfur as byproducts, as well, of course, as the polyethylene. I have my quad EBF cathode coils right now, MV energy hatches, so they run at HV, and a single output chest down here. Why have I not put away the silver? I don't know, but I haven't. They all have oxygen. They have an output hatch for when I need it. And these two share an input bus, and then on the back, these two share one. So yeah. Then over here, this is my setup for macerating and electrolyzing clay. So terracotta into clay dust. And then I get silicon dioxide, lithium, sodium, and primarily alumina, which is the MV. You need a lot of that. Over here, I make my diesel. This should be a tank of oil here. Then it goes through some steps and mix. So the oil makes the light fuel, and this raw oil sands makes heavy fuel, and you mix them up here to make diesel, which is my power at the moment. Get some sand as a byproduct. This here in the middle is my LV machines, 4 basic steam turbines, and a LV battery buffer, and then there's some 4 amp. Stupid steam. 4 amp thin cable in there. And these are my MV machines for on demand. I do a lot of stuff with them, like extruding, lathing, laser engraving, solidifying, assembling, cutting, fluid extractor, ore washing. Let's actually do that. And back here is where I have the thirsty tank that I mentioned earlier. Speaking of slurping up. I have this advanced chemical bath with some IC2 coolant. And then this pumps the hot coolant into this MV fluid tank. And on the back, there is one of those heat vents that you put in a fission reactor, and that together with this water block, hold it in place with some glowstone nooks, will cool that hot coolant. Heat vent, and then the pump pumps it back. So this will always have coolant, and that is how I cool my hot ingots at the moment. And then the mixer and the centrifuge, mostly for ruby slurry. These 2 machines take the silicon dioxide from here. I just move it over manually, and makes raw silicon and some extra oxygen, which I store here, and then it's a pipe underneath there that gives it to the EBFs and polyethylene. And this setup makes or turns the raw silicon into silicon solar grade. Now, why are you not running? You are, but just slowly. Okay. You need some more chlorine. How much can you store? Let's do some troubleshooting here. Didn't I have some chlorine? Yeah. Bam. And now you should run more effectively. Because the chlorine, you get it back from here. I electrolyze the salt, becomes chlorine, goes back in here, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So, what have I not mentioned so far? Right. I had, I think, a 1.6 primitive blast furnaces making steel. Now, that is the quote-unquote intended way of making steel, but there are a lot faster methods like nugget duping with Thaumcraft and stuff like that. But I didn't want to get into that. I want to get the raw, the raw non-cheesy experience to begin with. What else have I not mentioned? Right. This terracotta, usually you find a mesa biome, but let's check out where I've explored to see, did I find a mesa biome? So this is my base, the whole thing, the whole shebang. Now I've scrolled out to the max. So this is the whole world I've explored to the south. I know my directions. This is the eastern border of what I've explored. So I went up this river. I have made a nature's compass. Yes, it did not detect any within 10,000 blocks or whatever. So that's why I did some manual exploring. Went up here. Don't mind that thing in the bottom right. Down here, yeah, did not find anything. Going over here, yep, still not finding anything. Over here, nope, still nothing. And then over here, got tired, went back, and then I just did a slash home. So I've explored a lot, and I have not found any. So what I have done is mine mountaintops. As you can see, this is quite ugly. You can even see the border there. And that is on the map, this thing. Or all of this, like all the way from down here, all the way around here. And that's not the only place I've done that. I have also gone up here, and all of this is mined out. And I think there's a couple of spots like extra like that that I have violated. But yeah, that's where I've gotten my most of my alumina from. And other than that, right, my tools. My tools are made from, first, they were made from magical wood. That's why I've completed the Twilight Forest, so that I could get Carmenite, which you need to craft the magical wood. And then I directly swapped all the parts for unstable ingots. That means that I had, and then I added some extra modifiers and stuff like that. That means that I now have a mining hammer with 72.8 mining speed, Fortune 3, and it has infinite durability, so it will never break. This Insta Mine stone, for example. I also made my lumber axe the same way, as well. Actually, did I make this with? So I think I just made this unstable right away. But I did, I think, make the excavator this. No, I think I just made this unstable as well straight away. As you can see, there's just 3 modifiers on this: silk touch and then some redstone. But yeah, that's. Let me go and drop off all of this silver. All right, and did I mention I removed the cows from the farm? There's just a lot of sheep now. All hail the sheep overlords, I guess. Anyway, I have made a start on some. No wait, is it? Ah yes, I did make a start on some crop breeding. However, just to get the stick read. However, this is all going to get removed in the 2.9 update. So, what is this, by the way? Right now, I'm curious. So I just thought that whatever of you are just red mushrooms, you are weeds, you are garlic. What are you? Flax. And stick reed. Yeah. So you have not grown. I don't think I chunk loaded this. So this is just not gonna do anything. which means I should probably just yoink all of this and bring it back. But whatever. And then to excuse you. There you go. And then over this hill there is my future base location, because the one I did now was never I'm living now was never meant to be my permanent base. It was essentially meant to be a place where I could be until I've unlocked AE2, because then I would need to refactor the whole base anyway. So this is the start of the new future base. So it's in this valley here. The river is over that way. There's a lake over there. There's a lake over the hill on that side as well. Now, I did do a dum-dum in choosing material. So I made this a structural concrete, which is quite annoying to make. And I made this anti-blocks in each of the northeastern chunk corners. Now, you can, if you can hear it, you can hear it. All the mobs underneath here. So there are quite a lot of those. But I think this is quite a nice location. So there's this big lake over here as well. Some magical forest over here. Yeah, there are these mountains. I was thinking of kind of like doing this side like a farming district kind of. But yeah, that is where I'm at right now. So yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be trying to edit this properly. As I said, this is the second time around that I'm recording this. Now hopefully this audio. If you have any feedback, anything you want to know more specifically, then leave a comment on that. Thank you for the comment on the last video, by the way. That's actually the reason that I'm doing this at all, because you guys commented on it. So thank you a lot for that. It was a massive ego booster. But yeah. If you have any feedback on the editing or anything that you want to know, then yeah, leave a comment. Press the like button. No, just be kind to it. No smash. Okay? Hulk, no smash. All right? Hulk, gently caress and stroke. Kindly bye.